I've never seen so many people happy to have a serious conversation on motherhood. Today, we're talking about the myths of motherhood, and my next guest tackles many of them on their hit podcast. It's called The Mama's Den, hosted by Melanie Fiona, Cody, Elaine Oliver, Felicia Latour, and Ashley Sarachia. The foursome setting out to have honest conversations about what it really takes to thrive as moms, partners, friends, lovers, whatever. Take a look.
The most stressful part of being a mom is trying to be a good one. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because if you don't really care and you're just gonna be like, whatever, just leave it up to God, you know, then the stress is not there. But when you're really trying to do the best that you can and hold yourself to a standard of, I want these people to turn out to be good human beings and I want to do things for myself, that is so stressful to try to do it all.
You know what? I was just having this conversation at dinner yesterday. I couldn't imagine being a full-time parent anymore. Now that I'm a co-parent, like, when I do have the kids for, let's say it's 2 weeks at a time or we switch off, I'm like, I think about y'all, I'm like, I don't know how people are doing this. But remember at the beginning when I had them more often or when I did have them full time, I didn't have that energy. I was like nervous and I was, you know, sad when they left. But now I just be like, bye. But it helps me show up and be the best mom that I can be.
Please welcome Melanie, Ashley, Felicia, and Cody. Come on out, ladies. Congratulations.
I love these pants.
Oh my God. First of all, listen, the smiles that you brought to this conversation. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Huge hit of a podcast. Could you ever have imagined an unfiltered, real, raw conversation on motherhood would turn into this hit?
You know, I think more than a hit, we just knew it was needed for ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and we knew that we found comfort and healing in each other. So we thought, if we can find it in community, let's create community. And Cody was the one who called us and was like, let's start this thing, because we were struggling through the pandemic.
We're struggling through the pandemic,
Yes.
and Cody, you said, okay, this is time for us to get on this set with your company, because you're all business women, and you said this will be the opportunity for us to have the real one. Did you feel that realness was missing?
Absolutely. And I also felt like as a mom, I had questions. And these are some of the most thoughtful, honest, transparent mamas that I knew. And so I was like, I need y'all to have a podcast so I can just ask all my questions.
So, Cody, you have 3 kids. So between the 4 of you, you have 11?
11 children, yes. Yes.
Well, not all one person.
I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close. I have 4. So
You
I
have
have 4
4.
daughters, yes. Yes, and they're 15, 8, 6, and 3.
That's what we said.
I mean, so I watched Ashley, because you were talking about, I actually have a clip of you talking about the guilt, the mom guilt. Let's play it.
I also have guilt too. I feel the same way that Cody feels. I have 4 kids, and I think that sometimes maybe the more kids you have, the more guilt you have, especially because you know what kind of parent you were to one child, you know what that experience is like, and then you're trying to duplicate it with your other children, and so you begin to feel increasingly more guilty because you know that you're not giving each of those children the time that they deserve. And then it's weird because Asia does the same thing Brooks does. She makes me feel so bad when I leave. She starts crying. She's like, why are you leaving me? Please don't leave me. And that's because they're so used to them being with me all the time.
Okay, that's your family.
So cute. I can't.
Okay, that's fascinating to me, Ashley, because you said with more kids comes more guilt.
Yes.
I have 1 kid.
Okay.
The guilt I have with 1 kid, the other night, I woke up crying. I was like, he's gonna be alone one day. And I started going through the list of relatives under the age of 40 that I could give him to if something, that's how dark my mind went.
Yeah, I get it.
It's true.
It's real.
I started filling out a living will, Isaiah Hall. My nephew's 27. I was like, go to Isaiah first.
Yes, no.
That's how deep it went.
Yeah.
So either way, you feel the guilt. Melanie, it's like if you have 1, you worry. If you have 4, you have 3.
No, I have 2.
2.
And I'll say this, I was a part of the Only Child Olympics for a long time.
How old is Cameron?
He's 8.
Cameron is 8.
Cameron is 8 and Kaya is 3.
Okay.
And I will say this, throughout my entire career as a mom. Throughout my entire life, and I say career because it is a job, as a mom to Cameron at 8, I think I needed my second to allow me to give myself permission to release some of the guilt. Because I think when you, as a first-time mom, you are thinking about everything and you recognize that it is, you're trying to do everything right. And then you get a second one, and that second one usually comes along and challenges you a little bit differently. And then you're forced to pivot as a parent again, and the way that you approach things. And so I think in having two gave me permission to say, hey, don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, now I feel even more pressure to go get the.
Go get another baby.
Listen, I have eggs on ice, but I'm good right now. But no.
But that's just me.
I was gonna say that's
just me.
though. Because, go ahead.
Felicia, you have Peace is 10, Zen.
Zen is almost 6.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 6 in like a week or 2. My babies. But I was gonna say, I feel like with mom guilt with me is a little different because I'm a co-parent.
You co-parent, which you talked about in that clip.
Yeah. We do 1 week on and 1 week off. And I tell them all the time, I don't know how y'all do it full time. I have so much guilt at first. I didn't know what to do. I made videos of me cleaning the house, crying. I didn't know what to do at first. I felt so guilty for my children going with the other parent for this week. But the way that we've exercised it, I feel like this is how it's supposed to be. For me.
Up next, the moms talk about it all, including the judgy mom labels that just won't go away. We're talking about the hottest mom podcast around after the break.